Jaya Gopijana Vallabha Gibaradari Jaisacinandana Braja Janaranjana Jaisacinandana Braja Janaranjana Jaisacinandana Braja Janaranjana Jaisacinandana Braja Janaranjana Jamuna Tira Vanacharim Jamuna Tira Vanacharim Jamuna Tira Vanacharim Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Radhanath Radha Radhanath Radhe Jaya Radha Radhanath Radha Radhanath Radhe Jaya Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Giri Govardhan Jaya Giri Govardhan Jaya Gaura Hare Gaura Hare Gaura Hare Jaya Gaura Hare Deta go Haribo, 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 Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev. Go Premanande. So we're going to read from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, text number 11. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So this chapter is called Transcendental Knowledge. We'll read the word for word and we'll read the translation and the purport. Yayatamam prapadyante tam stateva bhajamyam mama vatmanu vatante manusya partha sarvasaha. Everyone repeat after me. Yea, all who yatha as mam unto me prapadyante surrender tan them tatha so eva certainly bhajami reward aham I mama my vatma path anuvatante follow manusya all men partha O son of Pritha sarvasaha in all respects. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. Repeat responsibly, please. As all surrender unto me, I reward them accordingly. Everyone follows my path in all respects, O son of Pritha. Purport. Everyone is searching for Krishna in the different aspects of his manifestations. Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, is partially realized in his impersonal Brahma Jyoti effulgence and as the all-pervading Supersoul, dwelling within everything, including the particles of atoms. But Krishna is fully realized only by his pure devotees. Consequently, Krishna is the object of everyone's realization, and thus anyone and everyone is satisfied according to one's desire to have him. In the transcendental world also, Krishna reciprocates with his pure devotees in the transcendental attitude, just as the devotee wants him. One devotee may want Krishna as supreme master, another as his personal friend, another as his son, and still another as his lover. Krishna rewards all the devotees equally, according to the different intensities of love for him. In the material world, the same reciprocation of feelings are there, and they are equally exchanged by the Lord with the different types of worshippers. The pure devotees, both here and in the transcendental abode, associate with him in person and are able to render personal service to the Lord, and thus derive transcendental bliss in his loving service. As for those who are impersonalists and who want to commit spiritual suicide by annihilating the individual existence of the living entity, Krishna helps also by absorbing them into his effulgence. Such impersonalists do not agree to accept the eternal, blissful personal Godhead. Consequently, they cannot relish the bliss of transcendental personal service to the Lord, having extinguished their individuality. Some of them who are not firmly situated, even in the impersonal existence, return to this material field to exhibit the dormant desires for activities. They are not admitted into the spiritual planets, but they are again given a chance to act on the spiritual planets, in the material planets. For those are fruitive workers, the Lord awards the desired results of the prescribed duties as a Yagneshwara, and those who are yogis seeking mystic powers are awarded such powers. In other words, everyone is dependent for success upon his mercy alone, and all kinds of spiritual processes are but different degrees of success on the same path. Unless, therefore, one comes to the highest perfection of Krishna consciousness, all attempts remain imperfect, as is stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam, 2nd Canto, Chapter 3, Text 10. Prabhupada quotes a very nice verse from there. Akama sarva kamuva moksha kama udharadi tivrena bhakti yogena yajeta purisham param. That's the translation of that. He says, whether one is without desire, the condition of the devotees, or is desirous of all fruitive results, or is after liberation, one should, with all efforts, try to worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead for complete perfection, culminating in Krishna consciousness. Om Jnana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurumulitam Jaina Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jaina Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Tadati Swa Padantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuta Padakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunath Anvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhan Vitamscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gourangi Radhe Vrindavan Heshmari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Aripriye Vanchakalpa Tarubhyascha Kripa Sindhu Bhyahevacha Patitanam Pavinebhyo Vaishnavabhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada is saying in the purport, everyone is searching after for Krishna in their different ways. Even the atheists, even the Mayavad, even impersonalists, and even those who want to fight with Krishna. Krishna likes to be chivalrous. One of his pastimes is he likes a good fight. So the demons, the devotees take birth as demons to fulfill Krishna's desire. So they come as enemies of the Lord. And Krishna reciprocates accordingly to the desire of the person. So everyone, in all respects. So the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Purana, describes the Lord, how to understand the Lord from different angles of vision. Different transcendentalists see the Lord differently. Vadanti tat tatva vidas. Brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavan iti sabdyate. So the Lord manifests in three features as Brahman, as the Brahma Jyoti. Some relate to Lord as impersonal light, Brahma Jyoti. To them that is the final, that is the ultimate absolute truth for that persons who see the Lord as just some light effulgence. Actually that is the effulgence of the Supreme Lord that's emanating from his body. But they are attracted to that light, and they see that light as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, formless, just some light. But so Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Brahmanoi pratishtaham. Brahmanoi, he says, I am the source of this Brahman effulgence. Sometimes you see picture which is wrongly portrayed that Krishna is appearing from this effulgence. That's not the true. What he's saying in Bhagavad Gita, he's saying, Brahmanoi, I am the source. Not that I come from Brahman. I am the source of Brahman. Aham sarvasya, everything emanates from me. So we can understand by that statement that everything, including the Brahma Jyoti, is coming from Krishna. Yes. Everything that we see within our vision, or beyond our vision, is coming from Krishna. So the Brahma Jyoti, for those persons who are attracted to that and want to merge, they think that by giving up the identity, they will merge and become one. That is their desire. And Krishna helps them to fulfill that desire, to merge into him and to become one. Then the other type of transcendentalist is the Paramatma Vadi. The Paramatma Vadi is the yogi, the mystic yogi, who performs Astahanga Yoga. Asta, the eightfold yoga system. Asta means eight, the 8 limbs of yoga, starting with Yama, Niyama, and culminating in Samadhi. So at the point of Samadhi, which is like a long time, it's not like overnight you will get Samadhi. Samadhi means they go into a kind of trance and they see the Lord, Paramatma. They have this Paramatma vision of the Lord in the heart. So that's a localized, he's in the heart, he's localized. And then the other personalities, who are attracted to the Bhagavan feature of the Lord, which means he has form. Like we see on the altar, the Lord has form, isn't? He has personalities, he's dressed, there's variegatedness. There is variegatedness. It's not something abstract that we can identify with that, because whatever is in the spiritual world is also here. Relationships, whatever is here is in the spirit, is also here. But here we see it in a perverted way, like love, pure love of God is in the spiritual world only. But it manifests here as, when it comes in contact with the material nature, it becomes perverted, which turns into Kamaisha Kraudesha, lust. That love transforms into lust in the material world. So these relationships with the Lord are there. One can, you can only have a relationship with somebody, a person. You cannot have a relationship with something that's abstract that you can't conceive of. Can you? Can you, in your mind, think of something abstract and try to have a relationship? It's very futile, very mind-boggling, isn't it? Therefore, the best is that we can identify with form, because we have form. We have relationships. Boy, girl, there's love, there's mother, son, mother, daughter. So all these are there in the spiritual world also. The relationship of, like we now in Damodar Leela, isn't it? The month of Kartik. And it's a wonderful reciprocation of love between mother and son. Then Vatsalya, that bhav is called, say, Vatsalya Ras. What? Yes, Vatsalya means parental affection. Parental affection. Krishna likes to come under some subjugation. One of his favorite leelas, or sometimes it's inconceivable, how the Supreme God can come under some control. He allows that. But one has to be a pure devotee, like Mother Yasoda, Nanda Maharaj, the gopis, the friends of, they are all pure devotees, and they have relationships like that, friend, lover, parental, like we described now. So this mood of parental affection, mother, where the baby comes under some control, isn't? He gets chastised. He displays emotions of fear, and he cries out of fear. Now, how is this possible that God can run away from a stick? In his mother's hand, he's running in fear, he's crying. How is that? It's all inconceivable. But for the devotee, it gives them so much pleasure. And Krishna comes to enact this wonderful leela, isn't it? Like he performs so many leelas, like we see different leelas of Krishna. These pictures are, actually they display as the windows to the spiritual world. They are windows to the spiritual world. We see different wonderful pastimes of the Lord, how he is reciprocating with different personalities. So this Bhagavan, the Bhagavan is defined by one great Muni named Parasara Muni, who was the father of Vyasdev. So he described Bhagavan, the opulence of Bhagavan, as one who is rich, is full of wealth, he has beauty, he has all beauty, he has all strength, he is all renounced, he is all knowledge. What did I miss out? Fame, thank you. Is anybody more famous than God? Yes? No. Even the most famous person in the material world. One time, this famous actor, Umar Sharif, the younger generation may not know. Umar Sharif was a famous Egyptian, but he was a famous Hollywood actor. And he said, I know one half of the world, and the other half knows me. I know one half of the world, and the other half knows me. So we cannot know everybody. Only Krishna is all famous. He is the most famous person. And, so these opulences make him Bhagavan. So anybody can claim to have these opulences, then they must stand up now and claim they are God. That is the credentials or the nomenclature of God. This is the potency of God, that he has all these potencies. Not just, you get rich people in the world. You get many rich people. There was famous, the Sultan of Brunei was one time one of the richest. The Gettys, the Rockefellers, the Ambanis, the Birlas from India, isn't? But not to the extent of owning everything. Jai Sri Sri Radharanath Ki Jai. So these opulences make him God, that he has all this, not just a little of each, he has it in full potency. Even when Krishna was a baby, we know this pastime. As a baby, 3 months old baby, he fought with Putana. He killed one demon named Putana. 3 months old. He didn't grow up to become God. through some mystic power. No. He had all the potencies of God even from childhood. So this is God. God doesn't become God. God is always God. He doesn't become God. Not through some yoga or mystic or some austerities he performed. No. You can get some benefit of that by doing some austerity, but you can't become God. You can become near God-like, but not God. So anybody has the idea that they can become God, forget it. Forget it. You cannot become God. Our position is that we are eternally servants of God. That is our bona fide position, rightfully, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu postulated like that. Jivera Swarupai Krishnera Nityadas. Jivera Swarupai, Jiva, he says the Jiva, we are the Jivas, we are souls. Jiva, Hatma. Is Jivera Swarup means your constitutional nature, your dharma. What is your dharma? You are eternally Krishnera Nityadas. You are eternally servant of. That is our position. Then he says, Krishna Tatasta Shakti. Beda ha Beda. Prakash. He's saying we are inconceivably one and we are different. We are inconceivably, achintya means inconceivable. How we are one and same time we are different. Can you fathom that? We are one and we are different. How is that we are one and different? We are one in spirit. God is spirit and our nature is also spirit. We are spirit soul. And He is the super soul. He is Para Brahman. We are Brahman. He is Para Brahman. Like that. So, Achintya Beda Abhe, inconceivable one and different. And they give the example of the, I'm sure you're familiar with this, like you want to know the quality of gold. All you do is you can analyze the gold in your finger and the gold in the mine. The gold in the mine is, in quantity it's a lot, right? In your finger is just maybe 1 ounce. So. But the quality is there, same. The quantity may not be the same. And another example is, you take a teaspoon of seawater and you analyze that and you find that it has all the propensities and qualities of the ocean. But is a teaspoon of water equal to the ocean? Yes? No? Is a teaspoon of water equal to the quantity of the water in the ocean? No. But the quality, in quality it is same. So this is how we try to analyze this. In qualitatively we are one, but not in quantity. So this is what he's saying. Achintya Beda Abeda. Inconceivably one, and we are different. So to understand like that, that we are one, let them not become one with God, that we are God. No. We may have some God-like qualities. Yes, we all can aspire for that, to become God-like, but not God. Not God. So Krishna comes to display these amazing pastimes just for the pleasure of his devotees. And in this Leela, of Damodar Leela, it's a very, very sweet reciprocation of Vatsalya, of parental, how Krishna was very naughty, we know that. In his childhood, he was very, very naughty. And he did some very bad things, not bad as such, but in terms of breaking the pots and messing the whole yard, stealing butter. And Mother Yasoda became very angry. So this exhibition of parental. Sometimes our mothers get cross with us, right? And they threaten to beat us, right? With a belt or a stick, right? So that relationship is also there in the spiritual world. There's respectation uh, of parental. So Krishna, he comes to exhibit that. He plays it to perfection. Like an actor. An actor is not the same person as he plays, isn't he? He may play a villain or he may play the main hero, but he's not that person in private life. No, he's different. So Krishna comes to play this in different leelas. He comes as Lord Ramachandra. He comes to play this leela of a henpecked husband or a person who lost his wife and is lamenting, and he plays it to perfection. If anybody to win an Oscar, it's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He plays these parts to perfection. And of course, all the associates of the Lord also come to play this wonderful leela for the pleasure of the devotees. He comes for that purpose, to come and perform all these wonderful leelas. So this is the time, the month of Kartik is the time where Krishna is availing himself very freely. This is his special mercy. And in this month is almost like she mentioned, our MC. How many days left? How many days? 3 days. 2 days. Tuesday night. So you got this sale going to end for Krishna special. Not that you won't get mercy, but this is a special time to get this, to be greed, to show some lobha, some greed, some enthusiasm to get this mercy, but it's overflowing. It's overflowing. And we should take full advantage of that. So where Krishna is availing himself very freely just by hearing about this leela and taking part in this leela, offering lamps to the wonderful Mother Yasoda and Damodar. So it is all very purifying also for us. Very, very purifying. Even for one who's not a devotee all his life, he may just come out of curiosity. He will make advancement. He will get the mercy. Because Krishna is giving this to, availing itself to everybody. Everybody. Not just the devotees who are practicing full-time or part-time, or even to the guests or those who haven't heard of Krishna. It's surprising that many people, like sometimes you go and do books, and some people haven't even visited this temple who are living just behind here. They haven't visited this temple. It's kind of crazy, isn't it, that you haven't come to this temple and you're living right nearby. Even myself, I have to make that when this temple was being built, I don't know what it was. I was always going often past here, going to my friends in Unit 6, Arena Park. But I didn't fathom what this temple is going to be. What was here? I didn't have that inclination or that thought or curiosity to find out. And I didn't know I'm going to be part of this temple at some point. For the last, I'm not here 40 years, I'm here since 1986, just after the temple opened, I joined. So it's like 36 years, I think. Yes. 40 is an exaggeration, but anyway, it's close. Yeah. So, yeah, it's here, but sometimes we don't see it. Isn't it? We don't see it. Why? How is that? I don't know. It's inconceivable how we can not come. Even for myself, I don't know how this happens. Maya covers us, I guess. The deluding energy of Krishna covers us. Maya. Daivisha Gunamai. Mama Maya Turacha. This divine energy of mine is very difficult to overcome. He's saying like that. But one who surrenders to me can easily cross beyond it. Maya metam tarantite. He can easily cross beyond it. Yeah. So we said how he performs. He exhibits emotions of fear. And one time, after the battle of Kurukshetra, when Krishna at that time was a grandfather. You know this? Krishna married so many thousands of queens, and he had children from all of them. He was a grandfather. It was a time when the battle of Kurukshetra, when Bhagavad Gita was spoken. When he spoke Bhagavad Gita, he was something like 120 years old. And Arjun was his contemporary. They were the same age. But does Krishna look old? We see pictures of Krishna looking old, even when he spoke Bhagavad Gita? Does he look like a old man? Does he? No, he's ever youthful. Nava Yovanam. Yovanam means he's ever youthful. He still displayed that look of a 16-year-old boy. Nava Yovanam, youthful. Whereas the other persons may depict God like Michelangelo depicted God as with a wide flowing beard, looked very ancient. On the Sistine Chapel he painted. So that's not the vision. God is eternally youthful. And the knowledge is also Nava Yovanam Cha. This message of Bhagavad Gita is also, it is ever fresh. Although it was spoken, how long ago? 5,000 years ago, during the battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna spoke. Just before the battle could commence, he spoke. It took him like, in time, relative to time, 45 minutes. He spoke to 700 odd verses. And as soon as he spoke, then the battle commenced. Arjun was convinced he had to fight. He spoke just to convince Arjun that he must fight for Krishna. And this is bhakti, this is devotion. Fight for me. Whatever you do, yat karosi, yat tatnasi, yat yosi dadati. Whatever you do, whatever you give in charity, whatever, do it for me, Krishna is saying. Whatever austerities you perform, do it for me. So in this month of Kartik is a very, very special month. We can do these things, do some vrat. Like many of you I know are doing some vrat, performing some austerities. And for the pleasure of the Lord. We do it for the pleasure of Krishna, not for our own aggrandizement that, oh, look at me, I'm performing such austerities. People must see me, must acknowledge my power, whatever. No, we do it for Krishna's pleasure. Yeah. He is the Bhaktaram, like he says in Bhagavad Bhaktaram Jagya Tapasam. He is the Bhakta. Bhaktaram. I mean, he is the beneficiary of all our sacrifices, all our austerities. He says, make me the beneficiary. Bhaktaram Yagya Tapasam. Sarva Loka Maheshwaram. He says, I am the proprietor of all the planets, of all the demigods. He's saying in Bhagavad Gita. Sarva Loka, of all the planets and all the demigods. Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. He says, Surit means I'm a friend. I'm a well-wisher of all living entities. Sarva Bhutanam. Of all living, not only humans, but all those 8,400,000 species of life in the higher planets, middle planets, throughout the creation. Bur, Bhuva, Loka, all over, the demigods included. Suridam Sarva Bhutanam. I am the well-wishing friend of all living entities. How is he that? He is Paramatma. He is the Paramatma, the Lord in the heart. And he is our well-wisher. He is our well-wisher. And he says, one who has factual knowledge of which, Yatva Mam Shantim Richati. One who has factual realization of this, he becomes free from the pangs of material miseries. He becomes free from the pangs of material miseries. Yatva Mam Shantim. Shanti means peaceful. He becomes peaceful when he has that realization of the position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. His most powerful personality there for us. So Mother Yasoda was trying to understand, later I was saying, after the battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna wants to wind up his activities, and he was very happy that the Pandavas were the rightful, he restored them as the rightful rulers to the throne. And then he was going back to Dwaraka. But before he could go, he met so many of the devotees, Arjun, Yudhishthir, and then Kunti. All these were his devotees. And he's giving his darshan. And Kunti is offering very nice prayers, wonderful prayers. And she's remembering this pastime. How is it that you are fear personified? You are fear personified. You come as death for the materialists, for those who are sinful, those who are rascals. You come as death for them. You are fear personified. But how is it that you, fear personified, is running away from a stick, crying out of fear? How is that? You are fear personified, yet you are running away from a stick in your mother's hand. She was trying to reconcile that. How is that? You are fear personified, yet you are running in fear from a stick in your mother's hand, and you are crying. So this is all inconceivable. She surrenders like that to Krishna. This is all inconceivable. It is beyond our understanding. But for the devotee, they understand this. Yes, the Lord can do amazing things. He can do amazing things. Yes, like he lifted Govardhan hill. With which finger? With the pinky finger of his left hand for 7 days, 7 nights. Now anybody can do that. Even the greatest of magicians cannot do that. Cannot do that. So unless one is empowered by the Supreme Person of Godhead, he can do amazing things also, like the great acharyas have come. Srila Prabhupada, our founder acharya, at so much was sold out to Krishna. Krishna was everything to him. And he was so convinced that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yes, he was committed to that faith. He had that much faith that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And in the Bhagavad Gita, it's Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Sometimes it's written like that, isn't it? The Supreme Personality is translated like that. The Supreme Personality of Godhead spoke. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. Not some person that's within. No, the person himself was standing there in front of Arjun, like we see here, spoke Bhagavad Gita. So that is a conviction that we have to also carry. Not that we have our faith is pliable. Somebody comes and says, no, this is all a myth. It never happened. It's all mythological. And so many Bhagavad Gitas were there written that discounted Krishna as the ultimate supreme personal Godhead. Yeah. And therefore Prabhupada presented Bhagavad Gita as Krishna spoke it. He translated it with the previous acharyas were referencing from the previous acharyas, and it was perfect. It is perfect. As it is. And therefore Prabhupada was there to attract so many people throughout the world, not only in South Africa, but worldwide, not only Indians, but even of different race groups were attracted to reading Bhagavad Gita. Yes. Einstein, great of geniuses, the one who created the atom bomb, what was his name? Oppenheimer, isn't? Also read Bhagavad Gita. So great people were attracted to this Bhagavad Gita, to name a few. So therefore this Bhagavad Gita has so much momentum that it's attracting us because of the purity of the presenter who presented it in such a way, in a pure, concise way, and it's easily understandable. Prabhupada, his purports. He said these purports were inspired by Krishna. As he was writing, he was inspired by Krishna, yes, to write these purports. Therefore, these books have a special potency about it. Even if you just hold it, when we go on books on the street, and we say, like we're offering it to them, say it's a gift. This is a gift, but you can give some donation. So when they hold the book, even if they don't want it, the fact that they held the book, there's some energy there that's diffused there. There's some potency. Just holding that book, even not buying it. Yeah, what to speak of reading it and assimilating this knowledge and becoming, surrendering to Krishna. This is what Krishna ultimately, the message of Bhagavad Gita is, Sarva Dharma Parijaja Mamakam Sharanam Braja Am Tvam Sarva Papa Moksha Shishami Mas. You must have heard this word so many times, isn't it? This conclusion of Bhagavad Krishna wants our surrender. That's what he wants. Us to surrender. When we read Bhagavad, we become convinced and we surrender to. That's what he wants. And so Prabhupada presented it. That we all become devotees of Krishna. That's the sum and substance, or the siddhanta, or the conclusion of all the scriptures, the Vedic scriptures. Ante Narayana Smriti. Ante means at the end. Narayana, we must remember Narayan. At the end means at the time of your death, at the time of your demise. That we must remember Narayan, Krishna, nobody else. Ante Narayana Smriti. And Krishna is saying, I am the source of the Vedas. The Vedas are coming from me. I am the source of the Vedas. I am the source. So when we hear this wonderful message of Krishna consciousness and we take it to heart, we may not remember everything I said or heard, but something will stick in. And that will impact on you. Isn't it? Because we are simply, what I'm speaking, I'm not making up I'm just repeating what is, what the acharyas have said before. What is Krishna saying? And we are simply presenting it, maybe packaged differently, but palatable enough for you to understand and assimilate. And it's what Prabhupada did. Therefore, he is the Acharya. He packaged it. He analyzed the people of this age. He packaged it in such a way that it's easy, assimilated and understood in very simple English, but same time very, very sublime and deep. If you read these purports, Prabhupada had a very good command of the English language. Not only Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta, the previous acharyas, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, were amazing in the English language. They were amazing. If you read the poems of Bhaktivinoda Thakur or the books written by him, they had such good command of the English language, which was foreign to them. Coming from a Indian background, Hindu background, born in India. But they had such amazing command of the English language. And they actually purified the English language, because originally this is all coming from Sanskrit. Devanagari, mean the language of the demigods. Devanagari. And Srila Prabhupada translated from Sanskrit into English. Of course, with a check and balance that everything was in order, according to Shastra, Guru, and Sadhu. That's how we check how we're getting perfect knowledge. It's three-pronged way of understanding Vedic knowledge or assimilating is Sadhu, Shastra, and Guru. All must say the same thing in essence. They must come to the same conclusion, the same Siddhanta, arriving at the same Siddhanta. And this is what makes it so potent, that attractive, when it comes like that. Rather than somebody writing, without coming from in a parampara system, just by the imagination, they're saying, I think it's like this, in my opinion it's like this. So that has all failed. We see that so many versions of Bhagavad Gita are there. And they have failed to convince people or bring to reality the absolute truth. Because they've somehow distorted the message. And therefore Krishna says, he has to come from time to time to reinstate it or send his empowered representatives. His empowered representatives, like the who come on his behalf, come to reinstate the message, which sometimes gets distorted. It appears to be lost. The science as it is, he says like that, but in the course of time, it appears to be lost. Therefore, he has to come from time to time to reinstate it, to restore it to its original purity. And therefore, we are very much fortunate to get Srila Prabhupada's mercy in that way, and Krishna's mercy in this way, by performing this, or being part of this wonderful Leela, isn't? For thousands and thousands, this pastime has been performed, or been enacted, or has been witnessed by thousands, millions of people throughout the ages, and it still has that appeal, isn't? Whereas something in the material, you may read a book or you may see a movie, and I saw it, you'll throw it away. But transcendental literature is different. It's aporosaya, means it's not written by any human. Some mortal with some defects coming under the modes of nature, because it's spoken by somebody on the transcendental platform, completely transcendental. Vasudev, Krishna. How much time we got? Okay, we have a few minutes. I'll stop. There's any questions or comments? You have any questions? Or you want to make a comment? Or you agree with everything I said? That means you didn't understand. No, I'm joking. That means, okay. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki. Thank you very much, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Jai Prabhu, for that very wonderful and inspirational class. Devotees, we will now observe the Aarti ceremony, and Damodarastakam prayers will be sung. Only after Damodarastakam prayers have been sung will we be able to offer our lamps to the deities, and then we invite everyone to partake in prasad down at the marquee. Hare Krishna. I think we can have some kirtan while we wait for the Aarti to start.